So, Slothman of the Hoenn Hustlers, welcome to the interview. I'm gonna ask you various questions about what you picked. Starting with Sinistra, very first pick, you immediately take a pretty good support Pokemon. Has Machagacha Rage Power, so why did you pick Sinistra as your first?
It's one of my favorites to use in Pokemon Champions,
Any reason other than that? Or like certain moves that you saw that you really wanted to use, or what?
and it's a ghost type, so that's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have much of a thought process for this one. I just chose Sinistcha because I really like Sinistcha, and it has Machagacha, which is a really good move.
Mm, makes
Plus, it's good
sense.
at support.
Makes sense. Well, then, right after that, you took a Azumarill. Not all that fast, however, with huge power, Choice Band Aqua Jet, you start dealing some insane damage. Why'd you pick a Azumarill next?
I wanted to work on a Fire Water Grass core for my team, as well. I also wanted a good attacker,
Mm,
and it gets huge power, so that's good. Plus, saps it or makes it defensively strong as well, depending on how you want to use it.
okay, okay. Then, after a Azumarill, you went and chose Blaziken. Now, I know why you chose this, but why don't you explain why you chose this?
Well, as well as really good as
Your
Crippler.
mic's kind of like cutting out sometimes.
Right. It's been one of my favorite Pokemon for a long time, as well as really good for attacking, and it completes the Fire or Water Grass core. It has Flare Blitz, Brave Bird, Close Combat, and Swords Dance, which all make it really good defensively, plus Speed Boost.
Bro's just reading the notable moves.
I would never.
Alright, well then after that you took a very cheap Pokemon, Honchkrow. Why'd you pick
I don't know.
Honchkrow?
I wanted a Tailwind setter that had somewhat good stats as well. It was also cheap, and I was trying to save points for later on in the draft, as you'll see. So I kind of figured this one would fit well for my team.
Mm, okay, okay. Then after the Honchkrow, you pick an interesting choice. Now, without spoiling future picks, why'd you pick Slacking?
It's very strong, even with Truant as well. Like crazy, it's got crazy stats. Plus, it's a sloth. My name is Sloth. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon. So
That does
that's why
make
I chose
sense.
Slacking.
Then your next pick kind of matches up pretty well. Excuse me, matches up pretty well with Slacking. Galarian Wheezing. Go ahead and
This one is self-explanatory because it has neutralizing gas. It works perfectly with slacking.
okay. Well,
Plus, it's good with support.
looking through the team, I'm noticing a distinct difficulty to hit poison types. However, with your next Pokemon, Espathra, I assume you chose it to be able to hit poison types.
I did not. I was thinking about getting another support mon that's also quite strong with psychic moves. It's got both frisk and speed boost. Frisk for information and speed boost for if I want to use it offensively. And honestly, I just kind of expect to see some mons weak to psychic type in a lot, like used a lot.
Hmm. Well, after the Espathra, we have a Doug Trio. often considered an awful Pokemon, when, when at least it has Sandforce. Sorry, not Sandforce. Arena Trap. So why Doug
Well,
Trio?
I originally chose a Lowland Doug Trio for this position. However, I swapped it out with Doug Trio because I wanted Arena Trap. It it may not be a very good Pokemon. However, it's going to work for one of my strategies I'm using later on as well. I think it can also be pretty good for offensively used. And finally, it's cute.
I mean, I guess that's one way. Then, after the Doug Trio, you take a 19-point Mon in Dragapult. This is the second fastest thing in the draft, meaning that unless you're up against Josh's Hisuian Electrode, you are outspeeding anything that isn't Choice Scarfed. So,
I
why
really wanted
Dragapult?
I really wanted a dragon type, and this was the best one that was left
Hmm.
as well. I had a ton of points saved up from later or earlier, so I decided to treat myself to one of the best mobs in the draft. Because in my personal opinion, I wanted to try and get Ar- Arcaludon, but I wasn't able to because it was drafted like
Round one.
second pick,
Round one, yeah.
either first or second. So I decided to get Dragapult instead because it's my second favorite. It also is a very good attacker, and it kind of fits with my team because my team has basically just been like half and half between support and attack mobs.
Hmm. Then to wrap everything up, we have Rotom Frost. Why Rotom
So
Frost?
I needed an electric and an ice type somewhere, and there was an electric ice type in the point category. I still had points for. I decided to get this one. It has really good defense, special attack, and special defense, and also electro web spam
Hmm.
plus levitate.
Okay, okay. How do you how do you feel about your team overall?
I really like my team. Only thing I would have done differently if I had the choice would be to get Arcaludon on there somewhere, because that Mon really scares me.
Okay, okay. Now, final question. Which team do you think you'll have the toughest matchup into and why?
Let me look at this spreadsheet real quickly. Sorry,
Yeah, no worries.
I'm trying to remember. Probably either the Big Shots or the Miami Manatees.
So either Alexander or Josh Luigi. Okay.
Yeah,
Why Alexander?
specific. Um, Arcaludon Rain, as well as those are some solid Mons on his team.
Okay. Any specific Pokemon other than Arcaludon scare you?
Um, Pelipper and Hisuian Arcanine.
Those Mons can be annoying to deal with. Pelipper is Wide Guard, I believe, and Arcanine can run either Intimidate or Rockhead and
And that
still
White
deal
Guard
insane
really sucks.
damage.
White Guard really sucks when it's on Pelipper because of Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Now, why Josh Luigi?
Dragonite plus Sneasler scares me, as well Murkrow on the team. And then there's a bunch of like solid like 7 and 8 point Mons that can all be used like to just destroy my team because I only have like one Pokemon that's effective against Hisuian Electrode and Jolteon, and that's Dugtrio.
However, a lot of Mons get ground coverage moves. If I were you, I'd be most worried about that Sneasler, because looking at your team, only two Mons can hit it with super effective stab, and it's a Spothra and Dugtrio. Dugtrio's not doing much, to be honest, and Spothra is pretty good, but Sneasler has several dark and ghost type moves that he can run.
Dugtrio is really only there for like one strategy.
Mm.
I don't know if I want to say it, but
Any final things you would like to say before we end?
not really. Just go Hoenn.
Well, thank you, Sloth, for coming to the interview, and good luck in the draft.
Thank you. Go big or go Hoenn.
And
Like,
that
that's
is
horrible.
it.